What?
I everyone, and it's all in me. It's all in me. Yeah.
My spirit has told me from the moment my youngest was brought into the world that I should homeschool him. This was before all of the crazy things with ICE in the schools, and then, Department of Education being taken away and school systems being put under Department of Labor. And this was his last week of school at pre-K. And we were all standing outside. The kids run in the parking lot. Well, it used to be a little grassy area, but they graveled it. So the kids will run and play after, we pick them up, and the parents will sit and chat. Well, I'm kind of standing in between two sets of parents, right? Not partnered, but, two moms, and then a dad and another mom. And it's kind of the regular crew, right? If you know what I mean.
If you do after school pickup, you know what I'm talking about. Where you get out, of the vehicle and you have to wait for the kids, you got to talk to the teacher, they tell you if your child's done something, you know that, y'all know.
I'm kind of in between, listening in between two different conversations. And to my left are the two moms. And I hear one mom say, "So are y'all tagging your kids when you send them to school?" And I locked in. They didn't see me lock in because um, I'm good that way. But I tuned in. And then they casually went on to talk about the different types of tags, tile. They mentioned watches because the schools are cracking down on phones, in the building. And everything in me was like alarm bells. Like, and I even said to the dad standing to my right, I said, "Not tagging our kids." And he was like, "Yeah, well, it's better to be safe than sorry." It's like, uh, 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 what? 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 Of course, it's better to be safe than sorry, but y'all are casually talking about sending your children into a school building and having to tag them. Spirit, I cannot send this boy to school. You have to make a way. But it's really almost like everything about this experience of even getting him to start school has been anxiety for me. And I probably should give some backstory because this is a new channel. But my youngest is neurodivergent, and he has already been evaluated, and he's highly intelligent, highly intelligent, and will probably skip grades in school intelligent. But he started out where we thought he was going to be nonverbal. And then I started detoxing him. Within 1 month, he started talking, saying words. And it's just been a journey. He has some texture stuff with food, so we're not eating, the full spectrum of food options. So we're limited in that way. But everything about him and what I know about him and what I know about the school system it doesn't feel right. And I feel like I would be sending him and setting him up for failure because nothing about the school system matches who he is. It's like he doesn't want to wake up until 9:30, 10. These babies have to be up and at that school by 7:30. 7:30? 7:30? I should also probably give some more back history. So I have an older son who is turning 26 this year. 26. Born in 2000, not 2020, 2000, y'all. He will be 26 this year, and I have my little one who just turned 5. I haven't had to do any of this. What? 7:30? Who? Not this kid, because that means he's a Taurus, so he is slow. He has to wake up in a rolling. It has to be like a rolling process.
Like you come in and you turn on the light. You may not say nothing, but you turn on the light, and then you go back out, and then you come back in, and then you start rustling in the closet, and then you go back. It's like a process.
Everything about it is like no. So that means I'm gonna always be sending him to school groggy, probably irritable. He's not usually as hungry that early in the morning because like what? 7:30 is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I'm just like, they're just going to try to conform him to fit into this very, very rigid system. And if that's not setting a neurodivergent person up for failure, I don't know what is, and I just don't know that I can do it. So I'm going to have to learn how to slide down some poles or something, because I need to be able to homeschool him, even if it's in a hybrid homeschool situation, or I need money to bring somebody in. I didn't mention either, I lost my very cushy corporate job back in October. I was laid off from UPS, and so Spirit very rarely lies to you or misleads you. This has been a constant in my spirit from day one. There's a squirrel that wants to talk. Like, okay. Okay, all right, that's fine. So, can I finish? Okay, we're just gonna keep going because I don't want this video to be so very long. I was saying, Spirit very rarely lies to you, misinterprets, is confusing. It's been very clear and very persistent in my spirit. So this would be me having to push past fear, because a single mother without the stability of a job with benefits, and I know that pay is coming every 2 weeks or every whatever, that is very stressful. But also everything in my being is saying, don't go back to corporate. Today is the Taurus new moon, and I'm going to get some paper, some brown paper probably, and write down what I want in my life. So many things have ended. I'm definitely in a new chapter. And I think that new chapter is me being connected and divinely guided to live more intentionally and listen to my spirit, because yes, I made really, really good money. My eyes starting to twitch. But it's going to be okay, because I just can't. I don't think I can do it. But what I do know I cannot do also, Spirit, let me be clear. If I'm going to be homeschooling him, that means my bills are paid without stress. I'm earning money passively in multiple ventures, Spirit. That means I have my needs provided for thoroughly and abundantly, and also my wants taken care of as well. I don't want to remain in a state of lack, Spirit. I don't want to remain in a state of overpouring out of the sake of nurturing while completely depleting myself, Spirit. So that means you need to come in and help me You need to send help. You need to send people who are divinely guided to me with the intention to assist in the ways that I need, and also you see fit for the highest good of everyone involved in the situation, Spirit. I'm going to be clear on that. I want to be clear on that. Send my person, send people, send help, send help. So that's my rant for now. I may not post this, but that's the first time I've said that out loud, or any of that out loud. This week alone, I've met 2 people who spoke such loving words over me and to me. They saw me. So I do want to acknowledge, Spirit, that I do acknowledge that and see the help that you are sending, but I want more. I am worthy of more. So, and I'm worth it. I'm worth it. I'm worth being overpoured into by multiple people all the time, everywhere, all at once. I want to experience it. You know, people say, well, ask Spirit to show you how good it can get. Well, show me, shock me, because very few things shock me. Shock me on how good it can get. Yeah, show me where, you know, I can use my gifts and my skill sets that I have. I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to get another certification. I want to be seen on my own terms, in my own way. And I feel like this week I've been seen multiple times, and it's been so good. It's been so beautiful and so soul affirming and so needed, if I'm being honest. I'm always seeing people, but people very rarely see me. But I still stand on it, and I'm gonna write it on brown paper. I'm gonna write out how good it can get, what I think. And then I'm gonna ask my trees and spirit and nature, my hummingbirds. I just saw a new one. He's like blue. He's white under bottom with like little kind of flecks of blue. And then he has this little pot belly. He's so cute. So I named him Charlie. Yeah, so Charlie. Ask spirit to multiply in this fertile ground that I have out here. We're raising chickens in a garden, and a son who's neurodivergent, along with nurturing a son who is in a mid-20s and getting out in life and experiencing him and all his friends and being that sage person to be able to pour into them. I want more of this, more peace and more ease, but I also want my bills paid, and I want to look good, and I want to feel good. So spirit, send help. All right, bye.